Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D all the way up there. Welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. If you have ever been to Oaxaca or you are going to Oaxaca, let me do a 360. This is probably you will end up because this is the tourist area and most of it just the vibe here is it's pretty happy, like people are here, just there are a lot of people here constantly, like music, all kind of like merchants, and we're just I've done a video in this area many times, but the reason why I'm here today, my friend, and I want to share with you a little bit of knowledge that I've learned today about gold. Now, why am I going to a jeweler store to buy some gold or a necklace? Simply because everyone's making me all paranoid and shit, right? Like we got a plan for the apocalypse, the end time, and what else? What if what if banks start closing? What if you can't take your money out? What if crypto network is down? Well, the good thing is, like I said, I'm starting to become a Bitcoin maximalist, but I figure if the internet is down, Bitcoin is the last thing I worry about. But now I'm like, I love gold. Remember how I said, like, I don't believe that gold is going to be used as a medium of exchange, but rather than a store of value, because it's just so backwards. Like if we were to go back to gold and transact gold on a day-to-day basis, I believe it's probably going to be digital currency if nobody is trying to take over the internet.
If you don't have to worry about money, what kind of lifestyle would you live?
But in Oaxaca, so gold, I've always had bullions, meaning those gold bars, and when I left Seattle, I sold all of it. The fact that I travel, and I just believe that Bitcoin will be the future. So I put all of that into Bitcoin, and then blah blah blah. Here we are. However, I want to buy a gold necklace. So with bullions, it's pretty easy because on there, it will have like a serial number if it's legitimate, and it will say like 9999 or 0.99, so something. But it pretty much it stands for the purity of the gold. And usually, if you buy a bullion, gold bullion, it's pretty straightforward. But when you buy like a piece of jewelry, it can be a little bit different because a lot of them are gold plated rather than pure gold. Pure gold, which is like 24 karat. And if I remember correctly, I just recently learned about this this morning. I read up on it. I've been wanting to buy a gold necklace for a while, simply because there is something like, like when I hold it, like I feel like it's empowering. It gives me that, it's like an energy booster for me.
Take a hit.
And that's why, like, I don't neglect gold. I just don't believe that it should be. I just don't believe that it's gonna be like day-to-day transaction. But I do love it nevertheless. Like I don't have any gold as of this point, and if I do, I just want to have something on me. And in case if anything happens, at least I can sell that gold and I can buy food, right? If you're gonna become homeless, make sure you have some money to get some food. But what I've learned in Oaxaca is, so the reason I think like most of the places they don't have 24 karat gold, simply because they're very, very fragile. Unless it's like a bullion or a ring, then they have it in 24K. But a lot of the time they're just plated. And that's why, it varies, right? When you see an ounce of gold bullion, it's probably just like a square. It's not that much. But if you were to turn that into a necklace, then it becomes very fragile. It can break. And, I guess that's why people don't have it, that's why they don't carry a lot of it. But in the city of Oaxaca, they only have 14K plated. And the reason why I know, because I just went to the gold store here, and I talked to them, and if I pronounce gold in Spanish correctly, it should be oro, O-R-O, and I asked her why, but the fact that we use Google Translate sometimes, like it's but just know that they don't have it. And then I was like, what about Mexico City? Because I'm going to be here for about another like 10 days before I head over to Mexico City. And then I asked them, I was like, so do they have like 24K jewelry in Mexico City? And I was surprised. The answer is no. They only have 18K. And I was blown away, right? Because I can definitely speak for Asia, especially Vietnam, like, we love gold, okay? I know India for a fact, they love gold. And you'll definitely find like 24 karat gold jewelry in those areas. And when I started like learning about like precious metals, because in the US, like people buy as a store of value, an investment, a hedge, but I never looked at the jewelry perspective, and it's fascinating because Mexico doesn't seem to be very fond of gold, and we know that ever since like the 2008, China and Russia have been buying up gold like crazy, right? And if you ask me, my friend, in my personal opinion, I think after like Nixon took America off the gold standard, we don't have any gold in the Federal Reserve. People say that we do, but my assumption is we don't. And it's always been transferred to the slave owners. Yes, there are slave owners that own the whole world. That's why I don't like it when I hear people speaking, oh, this country is good, that country is good. At the end of the day, they are owned by a few families, okay? Wake up, buddy, wake up, wake up. Oh, it's okay, you can go back to sleep. And those that kind of like, those that are, the reason why a lot of the OGs, they are pushing for people to be, when the end of the system or when the end of the dollar is here, when the collapse happens, the only thing that is legitimately can transact is gold and silver. So even though it's not going to be a day-to-day transaction, but it's always good to have it in your portfolio. Yeah, so that's what I've learned about gold, right? I just want to get a necklace for me. It's kind of like a good luck charm kind of thing. And at least if there is an apocalypse, which I think there will be, at least I have something to be like, I'm rich, bitch. But so my friend, let me know how much do you know about gold? Like, where are you from? Because in the US, we are very fond of gold. In Vietnam, people are very fond of gold. In China, India, they're very fond of gold. I haven't been in Mexico long enough to know, but it seems like a lot of the stores here, are more for like decoration, and they're not even like that. That big of a thing, like in Mexico. So if you are from Mexico, I would love to hear from you. What is your take on gold, and how do the Mexican people like perceive gold, right? Amazing piece of history that I've learned today. So my friend, much love. Use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club, and let's get this gold conversation going. So I will see you in the next video. Much love. Ta-da.